Granddad, you have to eat, or else... What's the matter? Sid. No. No! You promised you'd stay here with me! Granddad! Answer me! Tell me you're just joking! And on that note, welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy VI. Like I said, we're going to hit the lowest of the lows in this part, as well as hit the highest of the highs. And there's a reason I picked this ending, and I already know a few people are disappointed that I did. But here's why. Again, this is a desolate world now. As far as they know, everybody is dead.
Though those others that were here, when they were feeling down, they'd take a leap of faith from the cliffs up north. Perked them right up.
As if to say, dying was the way out. And in a world like this, that's the options that you have. Everyone's gone. Even Locke, who promised to watch over me. The world's slowly ebbing away. And with this moment encapsulates the entirety of how dire the situation now is in the game. And you may not like it, but this signifies everything that you need to know at this moment, especially as a brand new player. This is what you're walking into, and this was unavoidable. Like I said in the previous part, I tried to undo this. I tried to be the good guy and win. It's not possible. And there's a reason for that. Obviously, this isn't game over. And oh, look at that. The bird has something unique on his body. Why did you nurse me back to health? Did I ever ask you to help me? Now, don't take it out on the bird, Celeste. Wait. A bandana? No, it can't be. Hey, you! Where'd you get this? Is the person who healed you still alive? Answer me! Looks like the bandana was familiar. He's alive. Locke's still alive. And in that moment, we went from absolute bottom to the slightest kindling of hope. Celeste isn't the only one alive anymore.
You need to leave. The others are surely waiting for you. Find the stairs next to the stove. Down them lies your road to freedom. Love, Granddad.
Looks like Sid, when Celeste had recovered, maybe had the plan to leave the island. And now we know that others are still alive. This event that could have literally taken out the entire world's population. Now we know it didn't. And there's a possibility that Celeste's friends, the party, may still be alive. I'll make you proud of me, Granddad. See, I didn't lie to you. We went from the lowest of the lows in one part to the highest of the highs. But Drak, this isn't the highest point. As long as there is hope, then there's a chance. That's what, at least to me, when I played through this game, it's what I got. When you have hope, anything is possible. If Locke is alive, then it's possible that others are. Which means there's a chance to stop Kefka. Which means we may not be able to undo this. But we can get them out of the thumb of the one despot that doesn't deserve to rule the world. And if you don't think that Kefka's ruling the world right now, he totally is. And with that begins the second half of the game, which is pretty much kind of the bonus quest point in the game, but at the same time, it's also regathering your friends, stocking them up, and getting ready to face off Kefka. And I'm going to point this out right here and now. You're going to see some dialogue about how dire the situation is. Kefka has constructed his own tower, to which he likes to shoot down what is called the Light of Judgment to those who oppose him. And that's pretty much how things are. And then occasionally in the towns, you'll get hints as to a person of this ability coming through and helping out a young kid or something like that. So at that point, you want to be able to pay attention to those. But I'm not going to worry too much about reading the dialogue in this particular town, because it's all telling you how the situation is. And like I said, anyone who opposes Kefka gets his town fried by the Light of Judgment. So we obviously need to be careful about that. Now, one other thing that I wanted to point out. At any point in this game, well, you have to get to a certain point, but after that, you can go and face Kefka. You don't have to have every single one of those party members if you can't find them. You can go and finish this thing. It will be hard as hell, but you can do it. The option is made available to you. It's just not recommended. So at that point, I mean, you can literally kind of write off, I don't know, say Tara's dead, or say Edgar's dead, and never get them. Now, another thing that this is also going to tell us about is when the Earth was opened up, when Gaia was opened up, also a bunch of ancient demons that were sleeping within the Earth have now awakened. Creatures like Funbaba and the 8 dragons. Why 8 dragons? Just as much as this is a point where you can gather your party members together, you can also start doing a lot of the side questing that's going to make you super, super powerful in this game. One of which is slaying the 8 dragons. Once you slay them, a new Esper, or a rare Esper, becomes available to you. So we are actually going to be doing this, mainly because I want to be able to get all of the more powerful spells in the game, but also we're prepping. There are going to be some things that are going to be more important than others, but now, that's why I'm saying, we have hope now. We stand a fighting chance against Kefka, whereas 5 minutes ago, we weren't. We were done. I've always loved that moment in Final Fantasy VI, and I've always respected it. It's one of those things that I actually think 6 does better than 7 in a weird way, and when we get to 7, I'll show you how. But it's one of those things where I know a lot of people are frustrated at the ending I picked. Because you can save Cid, and saving Cid doesn't really net you anything. Okay? You don't get that scene. You instead save him, he tells you about the raft, and you can go. It doesn't necessarily rekindle hope, it's just like, okay, you can go now. And that's why I wanted to go this route, is because given where the world situation was, you needed to have that embodiment. And then you get hope right then and there with that bird having Locke's bandana. Which means there's a possibility Locke's alive. I'm going to go ahead and spoil this for people, in case you guys didn't realize this. No character died. You're fine. You can get them all back. If you want to. You can go in with 4 party members and see if you can take on Kefka's tower. You can do it. You're going to get your butt kicked. But you can do it. And so that big corkscrew kind of thing that we're passing, that is Kefka's tower. So you can start from the bottom and work your way up. But let's just say another avenue might be more open to us in the next little bit. In the meantime, though, we're actually going to go to the next town and see if we can start finding some of our friends. I'm already going to tell you, to those who are probably going to ask that are brand new to the series, no. There was nobody in that town. There may be hints to one later, but we haven't gotten to that point. But the next town, well, we'll get a hint. Now, it's at this point I actually needed to consult the guide because I've got a big event. Ooh, big event happening. Oh, no. Oh, hi, Sabin. Yep, Sabin's alive. Sabin! Hey, Celeste. Let's head in. Wait. Wait for what? If I move, the whole house will collapse. First, save the child that's in there. Oh, okay, so we gotta be the heroes. Alright. I can't hold this up forever, so get on the... So we have 6 minutes to save this kid. Otherwise, the house will collapse, and we'll get a game over. All the while, we have to worry about these guys. We have a bunch of random encounters, but yeah, I wanted to be able to have this start off well and have one of my more favorite moments of Final Fantasy VI. What's going on, everybody? With that being said, what's going on? Happy Thursday to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good Thursday, good week so far. I am swamped, mainly because, again, I'm getting ready for Bonsai in a couple of days. And I'm excited for that because we can get the panels done, and I like being able to check things off on my list and being able to see you guys. But also, I'll be excited for the day after because, as I've said on a couple of other parts, I am going to be taking a week-long break to just kind of get improvements to the office done as well as to be able to give myself a breather. So that is going to be happening, and people have already asked, are you going to do like an official video for it? Probably for those who haven't been able to catch up on the videos. We'll do that, and then it'll be a nice little reminder. I'm going to Bonsai. You guys can meet me there, as well as being able to say, yeah, this is happening, and it's going to be that way for a week. And people, again, have already been asking, does this affect Drak and Shadow? No. Nope. Drak and Shadow's fine. Its videos are going to be going up. It's just going to be on this channel. There won't be any videos for a week. Mainly because I'm going to be upgrading my PC and my office. So I may not be able to do that. I may be working on my PC that week. And therefore, since my PC has the access to the videos and all that, and on top of that, a lot of that stuff is recorded the week before and adds to the workload. I'm cutting it all out. So I know that's going to upset a few people, but I hope longtime subscribers will be able to understand. It's just that I'm trying to give myself a break as well as be able to continue to give you guys quality videos in the process. And as some subscribers have already pointed out, I don't really give myself a break on the channel. I stay fairly consistent. And part of the reason for that is, like, I don't want to disappoint you guys. I want to be able to give you a constant flow of videos. But given recent events and the fact that I have a kid now and I have numerous other things going on and I'm doing a double schedule now, I just want to put it this way. I don't want to end up doing videos like Markiplier does where he's in the hospital. He's going, no, I just got the flu, and he's out for a week. I kind of don't want to be that guy. I've been that guy for a couple of years. I don't want to be that guy. So right now, I just think it's a good idea to get myself a week-long break, let the creative juices kind of reflow into me, and see if we can get some new things going on, as well as keep the flow going for the videos. And who knows, this might not be the only time this year that happens. I would love to be able to take a holiday break, and especially since it's the holidays, and I frankly don't think a whole lot of people watch YouTube during the holidays. I may be one of the few, but that's about it. I know a lot of people don't get a whole lot of views during those last 2 weeks of the year. So we might be doing something like that for the holidays, but I'll be giving you guys some holiday videos, so don't worry about that. That being said, though, I wish I had some more business-related updates to give you. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be taking a week off. I'm going to be upgrading my office. I'm going to be upgrading my PC. I'm going to be cleaning my office because we are coming into flu season, and I don't want people getting sick in here. It's always one thing you have to worry about when you're making YouTube videos is you don't want to get people sick because, obviously, they have livelihoods. You know? Alex works retail, and the holidays are like the hardest time to work retail. So, do I want him working retail while having the flu? No. So that's why I'm doing a lot of this stuff, as well as to give myself a break. So I'm gonna stop hammering it now. But let's see, any other business that I need to take care of? Not really. People have continued to ask my updates on Legion. I'm still loving it. I've been working with my raid guild on Heroic Emerald Nightmare, and we're three of 7. Yeah, we're working on our 4th boss. So we're making some good progress in there. A lot of people are getting some good gear. And we're all excited for next week when 7.1 happens and we get to get into Karazhan, as well as we get to go into Karazhan. We also get to go into Trials of Valor a couple weeks later. So nice opportunities to be able to get some gear. And here is the little boy. I'm scared. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're safe now. Okay, get him out of here. We have 2.5 minutes. Holy crap, man. What are we going to do with 2.5 minutes? Sit here and talk, obviously. As far as updates on other games, don't really have any. I wish I could get back into Mass Effect 3 or to Sly Cooper. But I've been so busy trying to catch up on keeping Final Fantasy up to date, as well as doing review footage, things like that. I haven't been able to get to them. But that's another bonus of a week off, is that I can actually catch up on some of that footage if I want to, or if I am able to. So I'm excited for that also. Other things that I need to get into. Oh, the Luke Cage vlogs. They are going to be happening. So somebody actually asked, like, are we going to get these intermittently? Because we're noticing with certain things like Dungeons and Dragons, you don't do everything in your week's schedule. You're right. And I know that a lot of people have made the suggestion of, well, make a 5 o'clock video. I don't want to do that anymore. That's why I stopped them, is because that added more stress than I wanted. So at that point, during those weeks, I think it'll be a good opportunity to be able to catch up on some stuff. Now, with the Luke Cage vlogs, I tend to want to keep them consistent, but I also want to keep the reviews consistent. So on a week-by-week basis, my goal ultimately is to give you guys content. Give at least somebody something to look forward to. So if that is the Luke Cage vlogs, then you're cool. You have content there. If that's Tale of Drakfu, you're going to get that content. Are you going to get that on a weekly basis? Probably not, because some of that stuff doesn't need to be as active. I mean, I don't do Drak vlogs every week. Wait! And boom, 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 boom. We saved the kid! Yay! Sabin, you're alive! Almost died. But of course, you think a minor thing like the end of the world was gonna do me in? I'm cool. I thought everyone was gone. I'd given up all hope. But fortunately, I was wrong. Now I know they're all alive. We need to find everyone. Then I know. We smash Kefka and deliver peace unto the world. Man, I'm awesome. I've just decided Sabin's gonna be a smug guy. And with that, we now have Sabin back in the party. Nice way to be able to save the kid as well as get a party member. That's gonna be super, super helpful. There we go. all we have to do is re-equip Sabin with all of the stuff that he needs. And then we can move on to the next town. Because that's got to be helpful. Because then we might be able to get the next major character. Or we might be able to get the next party member, rather. So yeah, what I was saying before is I want to make sure that you guys get content. And some weeks may be different than others, but I want to make sure you get content. So on a week-by-week basis, it's just a good idea to check in and see what videos I have. And I update the Twitter feed every day on everything that goes up. Sometimes it goes up a little later than others, but I do try to update people and say, this video went up. And at least with some, there is some consistency. There will still be a game that me and Andrea play on Tuesdays. Right now that's God of War, so that's going to be a consistent thing. Final Fantasy is still going to happen, because that's the first thing I ever did on this channel. And Tale of Drak is going to happen. And ultimately, when Tale of Drak is done, another MMO is going to go up in that place. So you guys can look forward to that. But in the meantime, it's that second video where things change. You get a Dungeons and Drakfus, Drak vlogs, Drak tries, stuff like that. Now, people might have noticed the magic cut right there. I actually forgot to walk out with a specific item. And that, in particular, is this guy. Oh, the world's gone heck in a handbasket. Just look at this weird stone. If you want it, just give me 10 GP. Sure, why not? Receive the Magicite Seraphim. Cool. So we have a brand new Magicite that we can learn spells from. Probably even learn some spells faster. That's another great option that the second half of the game gives, is that you're able to find some more powerful espers that can teach you things like life faster. Remember, up until that point, we had Bismarck, who taught us at like a 2, and I think Kieran, who taught us at a 1. A 1-point variant on life. Now we have Seraphim that teaches life with a 5-point variant. That's faster. And now we continue on our search for any other remaining survivors of our party. And I continue to discuss all the things that I'm saying. So, yeah, that's just going to be the thing that happens. I promise that the Tale of Drakfu stuff, or the Dungeons and Drakfus, that's not going to be a permanent thing. I'm just trying to get the bigger dungeons done so that I can, like, one of the questions I keep getting is, like, when you get to Burning Crusade, are you going to do, like, since all the dungeons are, like, hubbed, are you going to do them that way? No, because there is a level progression to them. So I'll just be doing them one at a time. But with this one, since they're all in the same area, I might as well just record all of that at once and put it up. If for no other reason than to help fill out the playlist, kind of thing. And as far as the other videos go, like all the top 10s that I'm talking about, I'm working on it. This is another thing that a week off would be able to help with, is that I can start constructing those and start recording them. Because in some cases I have the top 10 written, but I've not had the time to record it. Because I've been busy doing Tale of Drakfu, or doing the Luke Cage vlogs, or whatnot. And of course, the other question that I do get asked here and there, if you're so busy, why don't you cut some of this stuff out? I kind of did already. Either that, or I took the one thing that was similar to this, and I merged them all together. That's why on my channel's page, you see Drak vlogs, Drak tries, Drak plays, all together in a neat little row, is because they're all pretty much the same thing as far as I'm concerned. It's just in a different context. So at that point, there's something for everybody to be able to enjoy with that. But with Final Fantasy, that's a specific thing. Final Fantasy fans are going to enjoy that probably more than others. Some people who are looking into Final Fantasy will probably enjoy it more than others. So there's something... basically, I'm just trying to fulfill my own philosophy, which is being able to provide a little bit of everything on the channel. And I'm glad that that's working for a lot of people. Some people are still kind of iffy about it, and I understand. But for me, it's working. It's what I wanted to be able to do. I mean, for crying out loud, I have people that just follow the podcast as subscribers. I'm fine with that. Because if I ever split off and, like, make Geek News its own channel, which once we get enough subs, I'll consider doing that. That's not a bad thing to me. And of course, with that, we've actually come on the that magical time again. So when we get back next week, we're going to continue to scour the world for all of our lost friends.